Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready?
Oh, don't blink!
And midnight hour. Made him pay. The rubber. Last shot by
Hello, welcome back to the Last Shot podcast with me, All Things Wrestling, and on screen now, Stefan.
Well, dude, this seems better than what we did before, you know?
Exactly. We've got some very interesting topics to talk about today. How have you been anyway, mate?
Hey, I've been working this week like for 40 hours, dude, or something. So I'm fine now, but I was tired a little bit. But it's fine, you know. We need to find a schedule to do this podcast, and I think to do it today was the right time, you know, because we didn't do it last Friday.
Yeah.
We changed the schedule, you know. We changed the day, so I think it's finally the time when we need to do one of these.
Exactly. I mean, we weren't really up for it last Friday because there weren't any news and nothing really had cracked off, and just it would have been a filler episode, and I want filler episodes.
Yeah, and I think today we have to talk about a lot because obviously we didn't have in Monday because we moved to Friday podcast, so we will have more stories to talk about today than we would have last Friday because there was literally nothing, like Tom said.
Exactly. Are we ready for our first story?
Sure, why not?
For the first time in 30 years, WWE is moving to a new UK platform.
And what's that?
They're reportedly leaving Sky Sports and moving to BT Sports.
Well, you see, I'm not really. How can I say that? I'm not really invested in all those. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know that platform. You know.
Yeah, I'm not really big on BT Sports, but it don't make a difference to me. I'll just use the same method I've been using now.
Yeah, exactly. We were just watching all, you know, but it's not. It doesn't change anything for us. So.
No, but I imagine with moving from one to the other, they've got to have got a good deal, like they did with moving to Fox. There've got to be some good money involved to leave Sky Sports.
Yeah, they did, but I don't know what to say because this is, and by the way, for people who think, listen, this is completely something that's their business decision. We don't have anything with that, so I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. I really don't know because I'm not invested in that.
I just thought it was quite an interesting thing because obviously they're now moving networks and stuff, so this could be a big future for WWE, and the fact they've got competition will help.
Yeah, exactly.
But let's just bring up the competition. You're not aware, AEW has now signed a TV deal with TNT for weekly episodes of, well, they've not announced what they're going to call their weekly TV show, but
yeah.
I think it's great that they finally got a TV deal. It's like 7, 8 days away from Double or Nothing, 25th of May. We're recording this on the 16th, but this is going out on the 17th. So just like 7 days or so away from AEW's Double or Nothing, which I'll be live for. Please check it out. But yeah, it's really good.
I can't believe that Double or Nothing is basically 7-8 days from now.
I know, it's ridiculous. Crazy. I can remember when they announced it last year.
Yeah, and it felt for me like we will need to wait like a decade for something like that. You know, when you want something to see, and how the time goes, you know, how the time passes, and when you're getting closer to that event, it's getting slower and slower.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that.
Exactly.
And we'll see what's going to happen.
Obviously, competition for WWE, proper competition, is going to drive the product better. Look what happened when they had to step up the game for WCW back in 1995. It can only go good for both companies to have a rivalry.
Yes. I don't think... I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say this way. AEW is a good, I'm happy for them, I support them, but I don't think from the beginning they will affect anything from the WWE, because I see them going, for example, 500,000 views, a million people, watching the first show, but that doesn't change anything for WWE. They will still have 2 million viewers, The only thing that changes for the WWE is WWE and Vince getting in that panic mode, which may result in seeing different storylines, which I hope happens, because if WWE doesn't have any competition, they don't care.
Exactly. Look at what they've done since like 2006. They've just not cared, because especially in the last, I'd say 6-7 years, when Impact started going down and there was no actual competition, they slacked.
No, and another thing is, there are some advantages of this. I just hope that Cody Rhodes doesn't become more like arrogant, because he wants to look good for the business. So I'm hoping he doesn't become someone who thinks can compete with the WWE, because believe it or not, I know people think they can, but AEW cannot compete immediately with WWE. You need to have years pass by for that even to be considered.
Exactly. But as I think they've said in enough interviews, they're not looking to be a rival, they're looking to do something unique in the wrestling industry, which will benefit all companies and the wrestling industry, especially to fans, because the more we have out there, there's more options. All the people take note, and then other companies just try and step up the game, and we need something to change in WWE. We really do.
And one of the biggest things for AEW as a company is the win-loss record. It will matter compared to WWE.
Yeah, they have said that.
One thing I have to say is, instead of getting already known talent, build your own talent. You don't need to rely on superstars from WWE who get fired or leave the company. You need to build your own superstars. For example, I understand you can get John Moxley, for example. You have Jericho, but don't do any more than that, because it will go the same way like TNA went back in the day.
Exactly, they need to start building their own identity, not off the back of WWE, guys, which is what inevitably killed Impact Wrestling for, what was it? It killed them for a good 6-7 years. After 2010, they were just a dead company for about 7 years.
Yeah, and they have some decent, pretty good talent, dude. I know in the women's division they have Britt Baker. I'm really high on her right now, because she is.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She has, she's the great thing about her is she is actually a doctor. She is like a dentist in real life, and then she also wrestlers, which is pretty crazy. But she has, the important thing is she has from who to learn wrestling. Same goes with they even have Billy Gunn there, so it's really great, and I can't see what happens with that division, because the things compared to WWE, I think they will take things more seriously in AEW, in both women's and tag team division.
Exactly. I cannot wait to see what they do. I mean, I don't even think we've seen what belts they're going to have.
No, but listen, I'm really excited, especially for tag team wrestling, because I really love tag team wrestling. I don't know how do you feel about that, but it's one of my favorite things about wrestling. We don't have good tag team wrestling in the WWE.
Unless you include NXT, then they have good tag team wrestling.
Well, listen, NXT is the same company, which is surprising to me, but
It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, on the main roster on SmackDown and Raw, they don't have any teams, dude.
No, they really don't.
That's why I'm hoping changes in the AEW.
Yeah, we do need to see a revival of the tag team division. Puns, I've got them. But yes, definitely can't wait to see if WWE do start building the tag team. They've got good tag teams, that's the problem. But they split up Sanity for no reason.
They really have good tag teams. And Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, they were taken more as a joke, dude. That team could be much better.
Exactly.
If they, and you have great teams. The War Machine, dude. I know they're calling them
B Team.
Yeah, but it's just
the Club, the Revival.
Listen, they don't take wrestling seriously. For Vince, he doesn't take tag team wrestling seriously. That's the problem.
Definitely doesn't.
Because he have even Ascension. He have that team. He has dude. He really has a lot of talent there. If he want to, just listen. Just give them. Just tell them, go there and perform, and they will put on a great matches, dude.
Exactly, but he just doesn't let them.
No. And here's another thing. Speaking of tag teams, the women's tag team championship. Why was that even a thing? I don't understand right now.
I don't get it at all, because the women's division isn't good enough to even have a proper singles division, let alone a goddamn tag division.
Bro, is there even 4 teams, legit teams in women's division? No.
No.
How can you build a team if there is? How can you build a
division?
Division if you don't have teams.
You can't.
You can't. I would love to see. And here's the thing. Another thing is, what's happening with these names, dude? Did you see the name for Kairi Sane and Asuka? Kabuki Warriors. Seriously?
Apparently, they chose that name themselves.
Well, listen.
Because they're all Japanese and that.
But but they don't have anything to do with that name. That's my problem, They don't. There's nothing about that name that is connected to them, No.
No.
But no, they don't have tag team division. That's the thing.
Exactly. But with frustrations on the main roster, have you heard that Triple H is very frustrated with Vince McMahon right now?
Are you surprised?
No, but the interesting thing to note, apparently, according to Dave Meltzer, Stephanie doesn't have anything to do with the creative side of things.
No, I knew that.
Shane pitches ideas, but never really gets anything through, and Triple H is obviously head of creative, isn't he?
Dude, they have 37 writers there. And whatever you say, I told you this before, whatever you pitch to Vince, whatever you write, whatever you do, he scraps and does what he wants. He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
No.
It's
not.
The only thing he cares about is money and business side. And I think when XFL happens in 2020, he should give control of the company to his son. I mean, in-law, creative side of the company, but he should still control business because Vince is genius from that standpoint when it comes to business. But he can't write anymore for shows because he's out of touch. He's completely out of touch.
Yeah.
So do you think something will change maybe in the future? I really don't think that XFL will change anything. The guy is a madman, dude. He is crazy.
Yeah, he is. He really is. We need to get him out of power as quickly as goddamn possible.
That won't happen. Listen, I don't know if people heard or not. I'm just going to say it right now in the camera, dude. I'm serious about this. I have a theory that Vince wants to kill WWE before he dies. I'm not joking around about that.
It does seem like it, but while making himself as much money as he physically can do.
Yeah. So what do you need money if you want to kill your company? It doesn't make sense.
God knows. Who knows what goes on in the mind of Vince McMahon? Mr. I hate sneezing.
Yeah. You know what's happening right now? Whoever comes from NXT to the main roster, he destroys them. I'll tell you why. Why is that happening? Because, I mean, anyone can literally NXT main event any show, dude. Any of those superstars. So what he does is, he is jealous of Triple H, and he knows that he didn't make those superstars. So because he didn't make them, he wants to destroy them, and in the same time give a middle finger to Triple H and NXT.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous. Why would you want to kill good talent?
Because he is Vincent Kennedy McMahon. He can do whatever he wants. And by the way, he didn't create... He picked up the business from his father, so whatever he says that he created and bitching, okay, yeah, he's a genius, so I give him that. But he didn't create WWE, dude.
No, he never did. He created what WWE... what it came into in the Attitude Era, that was his creation, but the actual company itself and most of the stars in the 80s weren't even his creation either. Hulk Hogan was from another wrestling company, basically what he was then. Went to WWE and just Vince pushed him.
And let's be honest about one thing. I'm not saying anything bad about Vince. Back in the day, the guy was a genius, dude. He was. But right now, he's 73 years old. He can't recognize the talent, dude. He just can't.
Unless it's Bray Wyatt. Currently.
Well, I'm hearing that Bray Wyatt is writing his own promos, which is not surprising at all.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. But while we're on that issue, let's talk about Bray Wyatt. Because I have a lot to say. Because you should just let me in. It's brilliant. It's absolutely fucking brilliant. It is by far the best thing WWE has done in the last 5 years.
And you can clearly see that Vince didn't wrote those promos for him.
Oh, God,
or anyone
no.
in that matter from writing team. It's Bray Wyatt himself, because if someone give you a script, you can't. There's no way you can act like that, because he obviously knows what he's talking about. Bray.
Exactly. I mean,
you know.
Did you hear a lot of parents complain about it because the kids got scared?
Well, if they're scared from that, they should go to 90s and check out stuff with The Undertaker and Stephanie McMahon in
exactly.
early 2000s. So, you know, it's...
but that's what we need. We need something edgier for the hardcore fans that want something that's not kidified. And we've got it at the minute. Like, I'm going to quote Bully Ray here. What they need to do with Bray Wyatt, in his opinion, is have Bray Wyatt just terrorise everybody. Literally, not wrestle, just terrorise people backstage. Just be creepy as fuck and terrorise every single person, including Vince McMahon.
Wait. You mean he needs to terrorise dude Kevin Dunn? I'll pay to see that.
Yeah, that would be brilliant.
No, that would be hilarious, dude. Imagine that, like, seriously. Imagine that if he goes to the production room and just kills Kevin
have
Dunn,
it dark out, all the creepy shit, and then he's just standing over Kevin Dunn in a puddle of his own urine.
No, but here's the thing. What I was saying. What do you think about this? You know when he has on his hands like hurt heels gloves.
Yeah.
So, the hurt glove is talking to him bad things. The heel is talking him good things. What do you think about this? If you have a character who is, for example, a heel, let's say like creepy Bray Wyatt, and then in the same time you have a good side of Bray Wyatt. So he's trying to control both characters in the same time.
Yeah, I could see that because he did say in his promo he's got control over his dark side, so I could see him trying to do that.
That's what I'm saying. But then you can have the bad side trying to take over, so he loses control over his dark side.
Yeah.
And then you can have, him basically fighting against dark and good.
That would be good. We just need him to not wrestle until it's the right time.
No, and if he wrestles, he needs to wrestle in his dark gimmick, dude, with that mask and that, because that's awesome.
Mask is brilliant. I know it was going to turn dark, but I was not expecting that. It was brilliant, though. It's the only reason I tune into Monday Night Raw anymore.
Hey, let's be honest. Me and you are literally watching Raw because of him.
Yeah. He's getting me back into actually wanting to watch Raw because I'm waiting for that moment. That's what WWE should be, is I need to watch this show. Something good could happen. That's what Raw needs to be again. Bray's helping that.
Do you know what one friend told me? He was like, oh, well, WWE doesn't have characters who are like Bray Wyatt, They don't have gimmicks and that kind of stuff. Dude, yes, that's true. But does Roman Reigns have a gimmick?
No.
And he's at the top? No. So, but my friend was saying, the ratings are better because of Roman Reigns. What better, dude? SmackDown this week had the lowest ratings in the history, dude.
Since 2006.
So, what are we talking about? Roman Reigns wants to bring up ratings.
Exactly. It's just like this. People said Ronda Rousey was a draw. Clearly not, because no one fucking watched the show when she was on.
Yeah. And by the way, someone in the comments can write, what gimmick, if you like Roman Reigns, what gimmick does that guy have? I just want to know if you like him.
Superman. Essentially.
Well, that's John Cena, dude.
No, he's now the new Superman. John Cena's not Superman anymore. He got hit by kryptonite.
You have Iron Man and Johnny Gargano down in NXT.
Yeah. That's a good gimmick. I like Johnny Gargano.
I mean, we basically know that he's going to lose the title at next takeover.
Yeah.
Who? Listen, if they're playing that Iron Man story with Gargano, his gear and kicking out and that kind of stuff. If you did watch Avengers Endgame, if you're playing that gimmick in NXT as Gargano, Iron Man, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. Dude, Gargano is losing title to Cole at next takeover.
Yeah.
So that's that, dude.
Now let's address Lars Sullivan, because this has been a big story. But first off, I do want to go on the record and say people should not be blasted for stuff they've done in the past, because people change.
No. Imagine if me and you got blasted for something we said like 8 years ago.
Exactly. I'm not defending what Lars said, because what he said was disgusting.
No. But
he's a different person now. As Titus O'Neil said, I've got his tweet here, I applaud you for seeking myself and others in the WWE roster out to not only sincerely apologise, but seek guidance and how to move forward and be a better human being than you were 9 years ago. That right there defines the fact that the human nature changes, people change, people learn. If you never made a mistake, you'd never learn. But to want him fired for something he did 9 years ago, unrelated to WWE, is a bit ridiculous in my opinion.
Because he probably didn't even know that he's going to be a wrestler by then.
Oh.
So, how old is he? I'm just looking at... He is 30 years old, dude. He is 10 years older than me. And how much are you? How old are you?
He's 5 years older than me.
Okay, 10 and 5. Look, dude, it's completely ridiculous. It doesn't make sense, dude. And he is fine. I'm fine with that. It's better than him being fired. But for some things, we always said some things that were not right when we were younger.
Exactly.
So you shouldn't be really. How can I say that? You shouldn't be. He shouldn't be punished because of that right now.
I mean, he's had a £100,000 fine.
I'm not speaking about that.
This.
I'm not speaking about that, dude.
The IWC is punishing him.
People need to let go past, man, because who knows what each and every those people who are punishing him, what they said when they were younger. So
exactly, no one's perfect.
And how old is he when he said that? You said 10 years ago.
About 10 years ago, yeah.
Dude, that's my age. He was 20. So what, dude? It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. No. Because when you're in that business, you change, dude. He was just trolling, dude. Maybe he wasn't even thinking that what he was saying back then.
Exactly. I've said stupid stuff. Like, obviously he's had $100,000 fine, which, yeah, fair point. You do that. Yeah. End of the situation. No more punishment for Lars. He's been punished by the company. But fun fact, did you know, even though they're independent contractors, WWE can fine you for something you've done outside of WWE?
No.
Yeah, it's written in their contracts. They can fine you for stuff like that.
And here's something I'll have to say about all that. Bro, when I was 15 years old, and you probably know when you were my age and younger than me, you had different opinions and different things to say. Today, you see things different. In 10 years from now, I will see things different. You see things different in 25 than you did in 20.
Yeah.
So things change.
Yeah, and Lars has clearly changed and clearly trying to better himself. Which I appreciate anybody who tries to learn from a mistake. And by the look of it, it's not going to hinder his career, which I don't think it should. No. He hasn't done anything at WWE to deserve any kind of punishment, to lose any kind of momentum he's gained. He's.
And from what I'm hearing, dude, he's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, apparently according to a few sources, that was one of the reasons for his anxiety attack, because having that in the back of his mind kind of made him panic. Which
it did, dude.
I mean,
it did.
It sucks, to be honest. Well, I've got no more opinions on that, but I've said my statement and stuff that I feel about Lars Sullivan.
Yeah.
And let's hope we have no more negative news regarding that with Lars Sullivan, and just it gets put to bed and everyone moves on with their lives.
I hope, I just hope they move on, dude. Dude, did you read the stories about Vince? The crazy stories about him?
I have not.
The guy almost killed another dude in the racing.
Yeah?
So listen, Vince was crazy when he was younger, and he's still crazy now. So who knows what Vince said in his life?
A lot of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you judge someone else if you know that you did worse things than that person?
Exactly. Well, I don't think WWE's judging him. They did the fine to kind of just get everyone to chill the fuck out about it. Because obviously Mars, one of the sponsors, was not happy about it.
Yeah, dude, but that's fine. It's huge. That's huge money, dude. That's a lot of money.
That is by record tied for second place with the highest fine the company's ever done. First is Austin for walking out the company for $250,000. The second is Lars and Batista, because Batista in 2008 got fined $100,000 for blading when he wasn't allowed to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But let's talk about superstar Billy Graham, because he said something on Facebook that's pissed me off.
Dude, that guy is saying a lot of bullshit in the recent time.
Okay, here's a backstory. Big E joked about that he won't be able to return to the ring till 2022 because of his meniscus thing going on, which is a joke, obviously, because he's going to be back in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
He responded, New Day's breaking up, blah, blah, blah. Then he goes on to rant the fact that not many people are donating to his GoFundMe, and he said he'll start blocking people on Facebook because they're not giving him money.
Well, that's the same dude who brushed Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like, none of you give a fuck about me. I'm begging you people for nickels and dimes. It's just like...
But what does he need the money? What did you say? The reason I didn't hear you. If
I can't remember what it was for. Some like health related things, I think.
Speaking of health, if you're a WWE superstar, shouldn't the company, after all the years you gave them, shouldn't they cover up those expenses?
They do, but he's not signed to the company.
It doesn't matter, dude. Look, someone like Jake Roberts, who gave years for the company.
Yeah,
they should. I know.
They've paid for his rehab enough times. But Billy Graham left on bad terms with the company. Because as you can tell by Facebook, he's an absolute prick.
I wish everything well to that guy, but I don't care. Yeah, I really don't care about it.
Exactly, but I just... To rant and threaten to block people because they won't give you money is ridiculous. People in their own lives sometimes cannot afford to give you money because they have their own shit to deal with.
Like, seriously, dude, do you see in what world today everyone is living, dude? And you basically are blocking people for no reason.
But I think the funniest thing is you just want to take and not give a $5 or $10. What are they taking from you, mate? They're following your Facebook page. It's not like you've come out and bought them a fucking meal or signed autographs or anything. Yeah. They're following you on Facebook, dude.
Exactly. There is no reason for him to do that stuff.
Nah,
absolutely no reason.
It's just ridiculous.
He's just saying shit. I think he's gone crazy, dude.
He's definitely gone crazy.
But no, I respect the guy. I mean...
Yeah, he's a legend. You've got to respect the guy. I wish all the health for him, but he just needs to get off Facebook if he's just going to go on shitty, pointless rants all the fucking time.
Exactly.
Take the computer away from Grandpa. He's gone insane.
Oh.
Now, have you heard that Alexa Bliss has been pulled from Money in the Bank due to a legitimate injury?
How many times was she pulled from stuff like that? That's what
it's just a precautionary measure because it's been a ladder match.
I think it's bullshit, dude. I think it's bullshit because I think when it comes to Alexa Bliss, I think that they want to protect her as much as possible.
Yeah.
And she doesn't take any bumps, dude. Literally, she is... Dude, if you think about it a little bit, she got all the opportunities. She didn't do anything for them. So obviously something backstage is happening with her that I don't want to get into it. But it's very strange, dude.
Yeah.
It's very, very strange.
It is. I mean, I'm hoping she's okay, and she's replaced by Nikki Cross, so at least it's a good...
I'm glad. I'm really glad that Nikki Cross has an opportunity.
That's why they did the SmackDown segment where Nikki Cross took her place in that match.
Yeah, she's actually one of my favorites right now in the company because back in NXT, she had great matches with Asuka, dude. She was one of my favorites, and she still is, dude.
Speaking of how...
I would love to see her win a contract. Imagine if Lacey Evans or someone... No. Dude. You know, like, Vince said, I just got epiphany, dude. I think I know what's going to happen, dude. At Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch is going to retain over Lacey Evans.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch is going to lose to Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
But listen to this, what's going to happen. Listen. When Charlotte beats Becky, someone is going to cash in on Charlotte. And here's why I'm saying that. The company wants to break Ric Flair's record for holding titles. So I think if Charlotte loses, someone will cash in on her immediately, and she will lose the title. Just to add that one number to her record of holding titles.
Yeah, I could see them doing that. Because I don't think they want to put the belt on Flair.
No. I think like I told you, someone is going to cash in on her, and she will feud with that person. And it's going to be babyface. Who is in the match? Can you tell me?
Ember Moon?
Okay.
I don't know anyone else. Naomi, I think.
Ember Moon. Ember Moon may actually win briefcase, dude.
I'd love that. Ember needs a push.
I think. Here's the thing: if someone from SmackDown wins, I don't know if you agree with me on this, but if someone from SmackDown wins the briefcase, I think they are cashing in at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so too. Because if you go this way and if Charlotte wins, you don't really have... With who are you going to feud with Charlotte?
I don't know.
And if fans... think about this. Fans don't want Charlotte to win.
No.
But she's going to win. And fans going to hate. But if babyface catches in, they will be happy for that babyface.
Yeah.
In the same time, WWE has done two things. Added another title to Charlotte's reign, and have a babyface win the title at the end of the night, and have fans not bitch about it, you know?
Yeah, I can see them doing that. Now, I've only got a couple... I think I've only got one more story left.
Mm-hmm.
Ric Flair has been rushed to hospital today.
Very serious.
I'm hearing a lot of conflicting reports. One saying that he was scheduled to go there to have a procedure done before he goes to StarCast. One saying that it's not as bad as it is being made out. The other one saying it's fatal, serious, and to do with his heart.
Yeah.
It's like three different conflicting reports going on. What's going on with Ric Flair?
Yeah. So we don't know, but whatever is going on, I hope it's going to be good, because the one source said that it's very serious is TMZ, and you obviously know you really can't trust TMZ. They're full of shit.
Yeah, they're definitely full of shit.
It's just money, dude, when it comes to TMZ.
Yeah, we've got one of them came from Ryan Satan of I can't remember which bloody thing he's from. He said it was wasn't planned ahead of time, and Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful.com said it was planned. So there's
Whatever
two internet journalists there saying...
I wish everything the best, dude.
Oh yeah, I hope Ric Flair is okay, because it's Ric Flair. We want him to be okay. We love Ric Flair.
Well, the guy is unstoppable, dude. The guy is unstoppable.
Exactly.
Do we have anything else to talk about? Is there anything going on right now? Or?
I've got nothing else. Have you got anything?
Let's see. Well, I'm hearing that the WWE writers see loopholes in the wildcard rule right now.
Yeah.
They don't like the wildcard rule. What do you think about that? Does you think?
The wildcard rule is stupid. It's so fucking stupid. I mean, a lot of people are saying this brand split's ending, but for the obvious reason of SmackDown to Fox, it's not going to end, because Fox wants an exclusive roster, so they're not going to end the brand split to piss off.
That was before reported, dude. SmackDown wants star power, and they actually Fox. You don't know this. Fox actually wants brand split to end, which I'm surprised about.
Really?
That was reported. Yeah, this week it was reported. I'm not joking.
Oh, why? I don't want...
Because they're pushing for the ratings. They want to have at least 3 million ratings in the SmackDown, which is unbelievable right now. It's unreal for that to happen right now if they continue with this product.
the thing is, isn't Fox not from America? But I heard Fox Sports is more accessible than USA Network in America. It's on more.
It is.
So
Dude,
theoretically, they
Fox is
should
always-
be able to get the more viewership because it'll be in more homes.
Yeah, Fox is everywhere, dude.
So for that theoretic reason, they should be able to get the 3 million mark on it.
Well, you know, it's hard to say. If they continue with this product, they can't, because Fox will be pushing them. They will tell them, you need to do something else. But Vince won't listen, dude.
He's going to have to listen. They paid for the product. They're going to get what they want. Vince is very good to doing what how the network wants.
Did you see that Vince told Andrade, if you want push, learn English and then come back and talk to me.
Yeah, I've read that. Because they want him to... Apparently he's got an English tutor to try and teach him more of a fluent English accent and everything.
Yeah, and I agree with that, but that's good for him. But in the same time, why would he need to know English? Of course, I understand it's you're in America right now and that kind of stuff. You're speaking English, but dude, he has Zelina Vega with him for a reason, and that's for her to speak for him, like him when he's speaking for Lesnar.
Yeah,
that's the thing I don't get it. You definitely shouldn't break up Andrade and her, because Andrade without her, he will be nothing, dude.
No,
and I don't want to say that. Yes, exactly, because he's very talented. I think.
Oh, obviously, I've seen his matches with Gargano. He's fucking amazing in the ring.
In my opinion, he is one of the best, and I think he may win Money in the Bank, dude, this year.
I could see that happening.
Anyways, when are we going to do predictions, dude? I forgot about it.
Oh shit! I haven't really got time. Fuck! I completely forgot about doing predictions. It's Thursdays.
Yeah, I forgot the show is in Sunday.
Yeah. The bad thing is I can't watch the entire show because I've promised to watch the Game of Thrones, so it's going to be until the point Game of Thrones starts. I'll be doing Money in the Bank. As soon as Game of Thrones comes on, I'll be watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you want to do like fast predictions right now?
Yes. Let me find the Money in the Bank card.
Yeah, I found it, dude.
Yeah. We'll do our predictions are in here because, well, if we were going to do predictions, we'll be doing it yesterday.
Yeah. I think we don't have any other story, right?
No, I've completely run out of stories to talk about. We've covered the main ones.
Let's do predictions and let's read some comments after that if there is, and that's it. We'll finish with that.
I'll have a gander if there's any comments. Or are you finding that?
No, I found the.
What? Alright, there we go, we got it.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Let's first do predictions, dude.
Alright, pre-show match. Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus the Usos for the tag titles, because that makes fucking sense. They're on two completely different fucking brands. Daniel Bryan and Rowan are obviously going to retain.
Exactly, I agree. Let's move on for that.
Tony Nese versus Ira
Daivari.
Aria Daivari. What? Yeah.
Tony Nese.
I think Tony Nese will retain.
Samoa Joe against Rey Mysterio for US title.
I can see Samoa Joe retaining and then attacking Dominic.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Also, the next match we have is Kofi Kingston against Kevin Owens for WWE title.
Kofi's going to retain.
Well, what do you think about maybe Big E screwing Kofi out of the match?
Could happen. Quick fun fact, did you know Kofi is the first African-born WWE champion?
I knew that. That's amazing.
I did not know that. That's amazing.
You know what can be the story? Big E returns and says, costs Kofi the match and tells him, well, you replaced me with it was easy. I was easy to replace, you know.
So why would I stick with you now?
Exactly. That can be a story. Anyways, I'm going with. I'm actually going with Kevin Owens, dude. I'm not joking.
Damn, I'm going to stick with Kofi. Miz and Shane McMahon. I think the B team will get involved and climb over the cage and cost Miz the match.
I think Shane is winning.
Yeah, exactly. But I think there'll be shenanigans. It won't be a clean win.
Okay, the next is Becky Lynch against Charlotte Flair.
As you've already said, Charlotte's going to win and cash in. So we're just going to go with Charlotte on that one.
Wait, so you agree with me that whatever happens...
Yeah, they're going to do something like that. Or the cash in will be the next night or something.
Yeah, but I think she's definitely winning.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns versus Elias.
We know Roman's going to win.
I'm going to say this. I'm going with Elias. I know this is it's a bold prediction, dude, but I'm going with Elias because I think Shane McMahon will get involved.
I'd love Elias to win.
And I think Shane will get involved, and then we will get in Saudi Arabia Shane against Reigns because yeah,
I can see that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm going with Elias.
And Elias is most likely facing the Undertaker in Saudi, so that'd be good. Money in the Bank. Natalia.
Whoa! No, Goldberg is facing the Undertaker, dude.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot. So what the hell was the point of the Elias thing on Raw?
No, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Elias is winning with the fast roll-up pin and yeah. The next is Money in the Bank ladder match, women's ladder match.
Natalia, Dana Brooke, Naomi, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, Carmella, and Nikki Cross. Just give it to goddamn Nikki Cross or Ember Moon.
No. I have a completely different picture right now when you told me that. Mandy Rose is winning the Money in the Bank briefcase, and she's becoming the champion at the end of the night with babyface turn.
I don't think the fans will cheer her.
I'm just saying, because nobody wants to see Charlotte as champion. It's the opportunity like this. It's the time if you want to turn heel into babyface. That's the right time.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going with Mandy or Ember Moon.
Yeah. I'm
Money in the Bank
going to go Ember.
Okay.
Now this is a match I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah. Money in the Bank men's ladder match. Sami Zayn versus Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, Ali, Finn Balor, Andrade, and Randy Orton. Who do we have?
Well, we can immediately take out Finn Balor from that situation.
Yeah.
He ain't winning. I could see them giving it to Sami with Kevin Owens' interference.
I don't think Ricochet is winning also because he was holding the briefcase at the end of SmackDown.
Yeah, he's definitely not winning then.
I don't know if you agree with me. I think there are three best possibilities. No. Actually two. I was thinking Sami Zayn, but Kevin Owens is already in the WWE title match, so no. I think I have two possibilities, and that is Drew McIntyre and Andrade.
Yeah, I can see both of them winning. I don't see them giving it to Baron Corbin again.
No, if that happens, dude, the ratings will go down.
I think I'm going to go with McIntyre.
I'm going with McIntyre too. Oh no. Just give them an hour, dude, and I'll be happy with this next match. Just let them go. All out.
Yeah, Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans.
No.
I'm kidding.
Seth Rollins against AJ Styles.
That was going to be fucking amazing, that match.
Here is the bold prediction, dude. I know. I'm going to say this. I'm that serious right now. AJ Styles is winning from the help of Club. From Carl Anderson's and Gallows' help. AJ is winning.
I really wish that would happen. I'm bored of Seth Rollins now.
No, he doesn't do anything. And do you want to see? I'm going to go with one shocking thing that may happen. That nobody is literally expecting this to happen. Literally nobody. And when I tell you right now, you'll be surprised also. What do you think about this, dude? Gallows and Anderson come out to help Rollins. Referees down. Come out to help AJ Styles, and instead of attacking AJ, they help Rollins.
That'd be interesting.
Because, to be honest, I know me, you, everyone else. If they get involved, we are expecting for them to help AJ Styles. Nobody is expecting for them to attack Rollins, to attack AJ. You know.
Yeah.
So, I think there's two outcomes. AJ is winning with their help. Rollins is retaining clean, or Gallows and Anderson will turn on AJ Styles, and I'm serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the three outcomes, dude. So,
I think I'm going to go with the AJ winning with the club's help is the most likely scenario.
yes, because Rollins right now, dude, he didn't do anything with the title.
No, right now he's just boring as shit.
No.
I really want his reign to end.
Well, at least thank you, Seth, for taking title off Lesnar. That's
Exactly.
the only thing I cared.
Exactly. At least he has the bout and it's on a actual active wrestler.
Oh no! I just remember something.
What?
We have that show in Saudi Arabia. I think I know what's going to happen, and you'll be disappointed when I say this.
Brock Lesnar shows up.
Mac Chan's no winner. Mac Chan's in disqualification, dude. Nobody wins the match. And we have triple threat in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Fuck. Why?
Alex.
Anyways. Back to Lynch versus Lacey Evans.
It's the
Raw
last.
Women's Championship match.
Becky's retaining.
Becky's retained. Becky is retained.
She's got to retain. Lacey's not ready for the belt.
No. She's not ready.
She hasn't even had a
this will
fucking singles match yet.
This will be a good time for her to prove to everyone that she is worth it.
Yeah. Because right now I've not seen anything of her that makes me think she will be anywhere near the top.
Because if she proves right now against Becky that she can wrestle and put in a great match, I won't have anything against her in the future for getting a title shot.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's our predictions.
Any comments?
Just one saying what would happen if we could write Raw and SmackDown next week, but realistically.
Well, dude, I don't know. What can happen?
That's a lot to think about, and I haven't really got the energy or time to think about how I'd write the show.
No. To be honest, if you give me a pen right now, I would just tell you, go fuck yourself, change your creative team, whole team, and then we can talk.
Yeah, 5 is McMahon and Kevin Dunn, and then we'll talk.
Well, you can fire Vince, but you can't fire the guy. But Kevin Dunn will be out in a few seconds.
I'm about to say, Vince is the only reason why he's still fucking there.
Yeah. Well, that's it, dude.
Yeah, this has been the first webcam version of the Last Shot podcast.
Well, I hope it gets better, you know?
Yeah, we hope you've enjoyed this. We've discussed some really good topics. We're not missing anything big, are we?
No.
Undisputed Era, I haven't done anything interesting, so I don't get moaned at again.
Is this how you do it? The Undisputed Era, dude.
I'm just going to do Too Sweet.
Well, that's it, dude.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Yeah, it's been fun.
This podcast was Undisputed, boys and girls.
Yes. Make sure you smash the like button. Share it all around. Get this podcast more attention. Next Friday we'll be back again with hopefully talking about how amazing Bray Wyatt is again.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I think he'll go back to being a normal guy once again, to normal himself, and he can talk about what happened, you know. I think that's what's going to happen.
Probably. Or it's just going to get even darker. You got two of those options. But yeah.
Just go and murder someone, dude.
I mean, it got 2.4 million views on the YouTube channel, which is more than anything else from the week that got views. So people like it because it got 70,000 likes to 3,000 dislikes.
But you have to keep in mind, casual fans are not looking at YouTube, dude.
Yeah, but still, 2.4 million. That's still better than the Raw ratings.
That's true.
But yes, I'm just gonna head off and play Fallout 76.
Okay. Are you going to end this podcast with Vince McMahon or what?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, remember to subscribe, because if you don't, I'll send Shawn Michaels Jr. after you.
Where's that guy, dude?
What?
I was thinking, where's that guy, but he's out. Peace, I'm out from there.
Peace.